While it was Olamide's alarm that woke him up from the doorway, where he had spent the night, it was the memory of the phone that kept his eyes opened and his body fully alert. Something about the phone had a pulse. Olamide swore he could feel it thrumming from across the room. Faint, but deliberate, like a drum beat summoning a reluctant soldier. He knew he had to prepare for work. If the situation had not been serious, he would have laughed at how scared he is to lose a job he hated. With hesitant steps, he moved closer to the bed. His heart beat fast in his chest as he prepared to confront the source of his unease. But the phone was blank, no glowing red light, no cryptic text summoning a mortal to their destiny. Just an ordinary phone, silent and still. He called on Jesus and his dead grandparents for protection, before dumping an old t-shirt over the phone and shoving it deep into his Ghana must-go bag. By the time Olamide reached work, he had almost convinced himself the phone didn't exist. Work was almost a breeze. The clients shouted at him, and only a few cursed him out, but it was nothing he couldn't handle. Lunch was a relief, as usual. Kunle, his loud co-worker, tried to entertain everyone with tales of his latest landlord drama. Everything was okay until the unmistakable Nokia ringtone blasted at full volume, drowning out the chatter. "Ha! Olamide, what kind of ringtone is that?" someone teased. "Is it 2022 again?" laughed Kunle. Olamide grabbed his bag and ran. Huddled in a bathroom, puffing out the smell of Aiza, he fished the Nokia out of his bag. He pressed the green button. If this was the end, he wasn't going out quietly. "Hello, mortal." A smooth, cheerful voice greeted him. "This is Eshu, guardian of this connection." "Eh? Who did you just mention?" Olamide blurted, his voice shaky. The caller replied, "I am Eshu. Eshu Elegbara, trickster, messenger, god of crossroads. Surely you have heard of me? I am still popular in your world, right?" Olamide's grip tightened on the phone. Okay, look, I don't know who you are, but I'm not buying anything, and I don't have time for pranks. Goodbye." He hung up, still trembling, half expecting the phone to ring again, but nothing happened. Maybe that was what he needed to do, he thought, as he unlocked the door to his apartment. His malfunctioning fan, broken for months, was spinning perfectly. He turned it off and back on. It worked flawlessly. "Eh?" he muttered, turning the fan off and back on. It worked perfectly. He checked the door. It hadn't been broken. What kind of thief would come into someone's house to repair their gadgets? Suddenly, the neighbor's light, beaming through his room's window, went off. The groan of NEPA filled the air. Olamide ran outside. His pulse raced as he bolted into the night, seeking air, clarity, and perhaps a moment to convince himself he wasn't losing his mind. Baba Bola, Olamide's neighbor, stepped out with his ever-reliable generator. Without a glance at Olamide, he pulled the cord, confirming what Olamide already suspected. NEPA had done what NEPA does best. But inside, his apartment was eerily untouched by the blackout. The fan was spinning, the fridge humming, and the faint glow of the light bulb bathed the space. The phone rings again. Its sound was piercing. Olamide stared at the glowing screen. With a deep breath, he answered, "Hi." "So, how do you like your gifts?" boomed a voice, resonant and filled with a mischievous undertone.